The Charlotte Hornets got new ownership, a new front office, a new coaching staff, and it just feels like it's a different vibe over there in Charlotte. And honestly, it's about time. The Hornets have been too irrelevant for too long, and it's time for some change and hopefully a new era of Hornets basketball. So what is going on, everybody? How is everybody doing today? We are going to be rebuilding the Charlotte Hornets, who drafted Tidjane Salaam with the 6th overall pick in this year's NBA draft. They also got involved in the Klay Thompson sign and trade with the Dallas Mavericks, and they were able to pick up Josh Green to absorb his salary. So honestly, it's a nice wing that just played in the NBA Finals. They have some other veterans on their team already, like Cody Martin. They brought back Seth Curry. They have Grant Williams on the squad and signed Taj Gibson. They did actually release Reggie Jackson at the moment I'm recording this, but they have Micic as well. Like, this is a team that has the veteran talent that they didn't previously have in older rosters, like Gordon Hayward, Terry Rozier. Really weren't the veterans that team needed. Now they have LaMelo Ball, a franchise player, and legitimately, in my opinion, can be the number one on a title team, and potentially Brandon Ingram could be a number one as well. He was incredible as a rookie. He was on the select team for Team USA to scrimmage against the Olympics team. He played in the Summer League, dominated. Like, this guy is a legit three-level scorer in this league. They brought back Miles Bridges. You have Mark Williams, who is a nice big, but he's got to stay healthy. Obviously, I'm not the biggest Miles Bridges fan. I'm not sure if he's going to be on here when we win a title, or hopefully win a title, but probably not. I really like the Nick Smith Jr. pick at the end of the first round back in the 23 draft. They got KJ Simpson in the second round this year, who I think is going to spend some time in the G League this year. So I orchestrated the rotation already. This is what it's going to look like. LaMelo Ball is going to be the starting point guard, followed by Josh Green, Brandon Miller, Miles Bridges, and Mark Williams. We're going to have Tidjane Salaam, Cody Martin, Trey Mann, and then we're going to also have Grant Williams off the bench with Nick Richards and Nick Smith Jr. So it's pretty deep. It's an 11-man bench. Injuries will happen. I still probably going to be a seller at the deadline, but I think this Hornets team, if they could stay healthy, if LaMelo Ball could stay healthy, if Mark Williams can stay healthy, they could be a play-in tournament team. They could be the 10th seed. They could be the 9th seed in the Eastern Conference this year. But I think no matter where I am, I would think about moving Terrence Mann at the deadline. Not Terrence Mann, sorry, Trey Mann. I would definitely think about moving Cody Martin at the deadline. Micic has a non-guarantee for next year, so him as well. Nick Richards, I think I can actually net a first-rounder for him. Like, teams like the Knicks, the Pelicans, who need a center, would probably look at Nick Richards and want him. So we're going to have injuries on again today. We're going to see how this goes for us, and hopefully this team could show some progression this year. Also, yeah, I'm going to trade LaMelo Ball for Robert Williams and Jeremy Grant. Why would I ever do that? All right, LaMelo already gets hurt, though, this year. Strained left MCL, 2 to 4 week injury. He can play through it, though. All right, we're not performing as well as I would have liked. I guess we're going to be tanking for a top guy in this upcoming draft class, which is fine. So yeah, we're 13 and 37. Not really sure why 2K doesn't like us that much. Like, we have a really stud point guard in LaMelo Ball who's been healthy. I don't know why his numbers are down like that. Maybe it's the minutes played. Brandon Miller's numbers, honestly, not as great as I would have liked. All right, we're going to definitely, I think, make some notable moves at the deadline. I'm not really sure who I'm going to move up front, and I do wonder if, Mark Williams, kind of came into my mind, if he's going to be somebody I want to pay a ton of money at the end of the year. I think we're going to trim down this rotation. Tidjane Salaam was not really good to start off the year. He's actually been much better as of late. I'd like to give him a little bit more playing time. Nick Smith Jr., killing me, man. Killing me, but I'm going to get him some run time. But yeah, I think I'm going to be a notable seller, so let's see what this market is looking like. All right, so the Rockets are interested in Trey Mann. If I'm going to take on Jock Landale's contract, I want a future first-round pick. Can I get just your 2028 unprotected first-rounder and Jock Landale for Trey Mann? They're going to say no. They would want a Rockets second this year. Or no, I don't know, the Rockets second this year, which I think has good value, which I really wouldn't mind throwing in. What about that Philly one? That works out. All right, so we trade Trey Mann for a first. And as much as I like Nick Richards on the team, if I can get a first for him, I'm going to do it. And I want to see if the Golden State Warriors would do Gary Payton, Lindy Waters, and a future first for Cody Martin and Nick Richards. They're going to say no to that. All right, so to make the money work, you'd be giving me Antonio Reeves, Matt Ryan for Nick Richards, but I would want a first-round pick. So they said, I believe, the Lakers and the Bucks picks to the Hawks for the DeJounte Murray deal. So I will ask for this Bucks pick in 2027 for Nick Richards. Okay, so they'll do the Rockets pick. No, I'm not doing that. I will throw in 1 second in that deal. All right, why does Nick Richards not have that much value throughout this league? So maybe that's going to be more of a offseason trade. And I'm going to send Cody Martin and a second to the Grizzlies for Derrick Rose, Mamadi Diakite, I'm going to butcher his name, so I'm not going to, I apologize. So I'm going to do Cody Martin in a second so I don't have to pay his contract next year. And I'm going to let Derrick Rose sign with the contender. I'm also going to let Micic sign with the contender as well. I'm going to give Victor Oladipo a 1-year contract to be a bench warmer. So he's basically going to get paid $6 million to do nothing. We're going to play LaMelo Ball 37 minutes a night. Same with Brandon Miller. Mark Williams is going to get more minutes. Same with Tidjane Salaam and Nick Smith Jr. Because, yeah, this team is not going anywhere this year. I want to see what the young guys can do, and then we're going to have a nice top pick in the draft, hopefully. All right, so Luka Doncic ends up winning MVP. Alex Sarr is your Rookie of the Year. Russell Westbrook in Denver is your Sixth Man of the Year. Wemby takes home Depoy. Jalen Johnson, Most Improved. Trae Young, Clutch Player of the Year. So we don't get anybody on the All-NBA teams. I mean, I expect LaMelo and Brandon Miller to at least get on it once in this video. Obviously, we did not make the playoffs nor the play-in tournament this year. We finished the season 29-53. Not the worst team in the East. That goes to the Brooklyn Nets. We are going to be tied for the third worst record with the Memphis Grizzlies. LaMelo Ball finished with 20.5 points, 6 rebounds, and 7.7 assists a night. There's Miles Bridges, who I'm going to explore trading this offseason, but that could also be a 2026 offseason thing. The following one, Brandon Miller's numbers kind of went down this year. I don't know what's going on with him. That is kind of odd. Mark Williams did average a double-double. Nick Smith Jr. was better in the second half. At least he was a little bit more efficient. And we're going to see the Celtics and Mavericks go back to the finals this year, so a rematch, and this time the Mavericks win it, and they won it in 7 with Luka Doncic averaging a 25-point triple-double. So LeBron, Al Horford, Mike Conley all retire. DeAndre Jordan, Russell Westbrook, and Kevin Love all retire, all on the Denver Nuggets. LeBron and Russ are going to the Hall of Fame. And I want to be in the play-in tournament next year. I don't want to just kind of do nothing this offseason, just add one rookie. Obviously, we can get lucky. Our pick is projected at number 4. That is lottery protected, so I don't have to worry about losing that anytime soon. And that pick is actually going to jump up to number 2. Let's go. So the Mavericks get the number 1 overall pick. I like how that's messed up. But yeah, we get the 2nd overall pick, which is great in this draft. I don't know if we have any other firsts. I don't believe so. But we do own a future first down the line from the Miami Heat in the Terry Rozier deal. So we have that in our back pocket. We also have the pick from the Mavericks on the PJ Washington deal. And then we have this first as well from the Trey Mann deal. So we do have some nice draft capital going forward. And we have the 35th pick in the draft as well via the Rockets. So yeah, maybe the first year under Charles Lee wasn't great. But you know what? I think it's going to be okay going forward. All right, so I guess whoever they don't take number 1, I'm going to take number 2 between Cooper Flagg and Ace Bailey. Cooper Flagg would be the dream, but I expect him to go number 1. So I think we're going to look at Ace Bailey number 2 and maybe play him at the shooting guard spot. And that's going to give us some length and athleticism on the perimeter with him and Brandon Miller. Yeah, because Cooper Flagg is a Dallas Maverick. So Ace Bailey from Rutgers, you are going to be a Charlotte Hornet. Let's go. The Thunder are always looking for rebounding, so I'm going to see if I can move the 35th pick and Nick Richards for pick 11, and they are going to agree to that. So we have picks 2 and 11 in this year's draft. And we could always use shooting on this team, so I'm going to get Liam McNeely from UConn, one of the best shooters in this draft class. So that is a pretty loaded draft for us. Ace Bailey and Liam McNeely. I love that for our future. We're going to pick up the team options on these guys and see what we got going forward. I could look to move another veteran this offseason. I'd also like to bring in a better backup 5 than Jock Londale. We actually do have a little bit of cap space. We couldn't bring in Brook Lopez on a 1-year deal just to be a veteran in the locker room as well. I mean, I could always look to move Brook at the deadline also. So let's give him a 1-year deal worth $12 million. Let's go, Brook. And then I'd like to bring back KJ Simpson as well. It's unfortunate like the 2nd round rookies in this roster don't allow you to have them after year number 1. So will I be able to bring in KJ Simpson maybe at the end of the offseason? And unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to be able to bring him in unless it's on a 2-way. Okay, it's going to be on a 2-way. He'd rather take a 2-way than a fully guaranteed contract. Doesn't make much sense. But LaMelo Ball's up to a 90 overall. Brandon Miller's an 87. We're still a young team, but I think getting a veteran like Brook Lopez could be great for the locker room and be a good mentor for Mark Williams as well. We have Miles Bridges. I mean, he could be a trade deadline piece. It's going to be tough, though. Making $25 million a year. It's tough to move that at the deadline. I think Brook Lopez could be more of a trade asset for us. I think Josh Green could be a trade asset at the deadline as well. Hopefully his shot can bounce back, but he's going to get moved to the bench because I'm going to start Ace Bailey, the 2nd overall pick. And obviously, when Miles Bridges is here, it is blocking T-John Salon from entering the starting 5, and I think I'm going to make Salon the 6th man this year. We'll see if we can step up. Jock Londale will not be getting any minutes. Those will go to Liam McNeely. So I guess with this rotation for now, I think or they're going to go to Nick Smith. I actually think Liam McNeely will start the season off in the G League, and then after I be an eventual seller at the deadline, if that were to happen, I will call up McNeely from the G League, but we did pick up Jay Crowder and Hornets legend Gordon Hayward into the rotation, so this is what it's going to look like. With the same starting 5 as last year, just replace Green for Bailey, and then the bench is going to be Salon, Green, Lopez, Grant, and Nick Smith Jr., with Liam McNeely going to the G League to start off the year. So system proficiency under Charles Lee is going to be 3-star balance. We'll see if this team can improve from last year. I mean, we have to go up from last year, right? Last year was so bad. We started the year with a loss where Brook Lopez was my leading scorer. I don't really feel great about that. I don't know. But in this save, Brandon Miller has not been the Brandon Miller that's just like a super stud young player in this league. And he gets an injury here in the 2nd game of the year. LaMelo had 25 and 16. Miller shot, wow, don't know what's going on with Brandon Miller. All right, so we're here at the deadline with an above 500 record. So do I need to be a seller right now? I don't know. We're 27-25. We're currently the 17th in the Eastern Conference, sorry. The Charlotte Hornets haven't made the playoffs in pretty much a decade's time now at the point of this year in the rebuild. So I don't really want to be a seller. Now, I would love to be a seller that could still get me in the playoffs. Sure, I would love that. But honestly, like Brook Lopez is like veteran leadership. He's hitting threes. He's blocking shots. I know he's not great inside. To be honest with you, I don't think I'm going to make a move at the deadline this year. We can move Miles Bridges in the offseason. We can move Josh Green in the offseason. Let's see if this team can actually make it to the playoffs. Oh, and Mark Williams dislocates his right patella. He's going to be out for the year. So now Mark Williams has played in the NBA for 4 years. 3 out of the 4 years have been injury riddled. That just sucks. So for the playoffs, we're definitely going to start Brook Lopez at the 5, and Jock Landale is going to get the backup 5 minutes. And at the end of the year, Brandon Miller breaks his right leg. The end of his 3rd year in the NBA. He is going to be out for the remainder of the season. That is a shame. He was performing much better this year than he was last year. That sucks. So honestly, I think this is a way that Tijan Salon gets into the starting 5. Ace Bailey has been pretty solid in his rookie year. He's going to play a decent amount more minutes as well. And obviously, Josh Green's going to get more minutes and probably some more to Nick Smith and Grant Williams. And Luka Doncic wins MVP this year. Cooper Flagg Rookie of the Year. So they had MVP and Rookie of the Year. Josh Giddey 6th Man of the Year on the Clippers. Wemby Depoy, Rob Dillingham Most Improved, and Anthony Edwards Clutch Player of the Year. So the Western Conference just winning all the awards. We do get LaMelo Ball, an All-NBA second team, 21 points, 5 rebounds, and 10 assists a night on really good efficiency. And the Charlotte Hornets did make the play-in tournament as the 8th seed. We will be without our starting center and small forward though. Miller's still out for 2 to 4 weeks, and Mark Williams is done for the season. Our number 2 scorer was Miller, who got hurt. Our number 3 was Miles Bridges, hopefully building up that trade value going into the final year of this contract. I'm going to see what the market is in the offseason for sure. Tijan Salon, the efficiency was really good. I don't know why he only averaged 1.6 rebounds. Like, he's actually a pretty solid rebounder. Don't really get that. So let's see if LaMelo Ball can carry us and beat the Cleveland Cavaliers and get the 7th seed in the Eastern Conference. If we do lose, it's not the end of the world. We will be playing in another play-in tournament game. But we have a nice lead by 20 points right now going into the 4th. They have Cam Thomas on their team. They no longer, okay, I was going to say, where's Donovan Mitchell? He's just not playing that good. They no longer have Jared Allen on this team, and we're going to beat them by 13, and we're going to advance to the playoffs as the 7th seed, and LaMelo Ball dropped 45 points in a statement game. So we're taking on a division rival. Did I say that about the Cavs? No. The Hornets are not in the Central Division. I don't know why I said that. So we're taking on the Magic, who are in our division in the Southeast. They've added Corey Kispert from another Southeast division team in the Washington Wizards. We actually stole game 1. Oh my God, LaMelo is carrying this team. Actually, I don't know though. Miles Bridges had a double-double. He didn't shoot the ball all that well. LaMelo Ball actually played 12 minutes and fouled out in 12 minutes, and we still won. Ace Bailey, Tijan Salon, Brook Lopez. I don't know how we won that game. That is disgusting. Game 2, we win 87-83. Oh my God. All right, our defense is stepping up. Game 3 goes to the Hornets. We held them to 104. Wow, 15 points we scored in the 4th quarter, and we still won by 5. Game 4 goes to the Magic. Don't blow a 3-0 lead. Let's gentlemen sweep them. Come on, let's gentlemen sweep them. Wow, we just gentlemen swept them. As LaMelo Ball drops 34, 6, and 13. Miles Bridges has a great game. Ace Bailey was solid. And we just got our first playoff series victory of the video. We're going to be taking on the 6th-seeded Boston Celtics. All right, this is the Charles Lee Revenge Series, as our current head coach is a former Celtics assistant. Miles Bridges has a good game in the first game. LaMelo Ball not as much. We lost one. We lost game 1. We also lose game 2 as well. All right, our Linsanity run may be over. Nick Smith Jr. shot 2 for 10 in this one. Brook 1 for 7. Game number 3 goes to the Boston Celtics. All right, I'm fine if we get swept. We almost came back in the 4th quarter, but hey, I did not think I was going to be here in round number 2 against the Celtics, and we won as a 7th seed. We don't get swept, which is a win. I don't know why Tijan Salon in this save does not get rebounds. Brandon Miller is back. Okay. And we actually win with Brandon Miller back. He drops 13 and 10 as we won by 12. Are we going to go to a game 7? Oh my God. Here we are. We just scored 50 in the 4th quarter. Game 7. This is insane. Are we about to come back down 3-0? Brandon Miller just comes back in game number 5. And then, it was game 5. Oh my God, we're up by 2 right now. This is insane. I mean, the Celtics, are not a 2K favorable team in the sim. We're down. Oh, we just lost. Damn. We kind of choked that one. We ended up losing 101-95. Oh, that kind of sucks that we came back down to go to a game 7. They teased me. They brought me in, and we couldn't get it done. So you got the Mavericks going back to the finals, and it was almost for a third straight year the Celtics and the Mavs, but the Pacers ended up beating the Celtics in Game 7, and the Mavericks almost blow a 3-0 lead, but they ended up winning in 7 as well. There goes Chris Paul, Kyle Lowry, Nick Batum. They end up retiring. Chris Paul heads to the Hall of Fame. Now, I don't really know if there's a big name to go out and trade for. Like, we could be a desirable trade destination, and we have the Miles Bridges contract to go out and get a big name. The only big name I know off the top of my head that's from North Carolina is Steph Curry, but I don't think we're trading for Steph Curry, even though that'd be kind of sick. So since we made the playoffs, we are going to be giving away our first round pick, so we will not have it here in the 2026 draft. The Spurs will get it, in which they got from the DeJounte Murray trade. So we do own a second round pick, and there's a guy named Jermaine O'Neal in here, so I'm going to take him. I don't know if this is Jermaine O'Neal's son, but I'm going to take him anyway. AJ Debanta goes 1 to the Raptors, Darren Peterson 2 to the Rockets, and Cameron Boozer 3 to the Brooklyn Nets. So we're going to sign Jermaine O'Neal, because why not? We're going to pick up the option on Tijon Salan. I don't know why we wouldn't do that. We are going to give Mark Williams the qualifying offer. Maybe I'm just going to get him back on the 1-year qualifying offer, and we're not going to pay him until maybe next offseason. We'll see. I mean, $17 million really isn't bad. We could look to bring back Brook Lopez as well, but he's 38. He wasn't too efficient. I think we can get somebody better. I think I'm going to try to get Daron Sharp on a 2-year deal. All right, I'm actually going to make this trade with the Atlanta Hawks. I'm going to give them Miles Bridges, Jock Landale, my lottery protected first in 2 years, and a second for Jalen Johnson and Kobe Buffkin. Now, my vision of this team is basically having LaMelo Ball running the point, 6'7" point guard that's super athletic and lanky, and then just having 3 guys around him that are going to match his athleticism, can shoot, can finish at the rim, can be aggressive, and could be good defenders as well. You have Jalen Johnson, Brandon Miller, and Ace Bailey. I really like that wing trio around LaMelo Ball. So we pick up Jalen Johnson, which I think is huge. We are able to keep Grant Williams. We keep Josh Green. I don't know if Kobe Buffkin's going to crack the rotation because I would like to play Liam McNeely next year. Mark Williams is about to take a deal from the Jazz. We are going to match that 3 years, $56 million. Now, with the restrictions, it won't let me move him right now, but we're going to keep that in mind. If we are going to move him, we know the Jazz would be interested. And with us getting Kobe Buffkin, I don't know if I'm going to look to bring back KJ Simpson, who did play a little bit for us last year. Yeah, we really can't afford him. And I'm going to look to sign some veterans like Dorian Finney-Smith, Mo Bamba, Harrison Barnes I wanted, but ends up signing with Cleveland. So let's go after Matisse Thybulle instead. It's also crazy calling Matisse Thybulle a veteran. He was literally drafted in 2019. So play progression here. LaMelo's up to a 92. He is going to carry us. Then we have Brandon Miller, Jalen Johnson, Ace Bailey, Josh Green. There's Liam McNeely, Nick Smith. I really like this team. Hopefully Mark Williams can stay fully healthy this year. We do have to release 2 people before the season starts, so I'm sorry, Jermaine O'Neal, you are going to get released. And then I don't think I'm ever going to play... I'm trying to think. I mean, Bamba's a third-string center. I don't think I'm ever going to play Finney-Smith, or do I just release KJ Simpson, who I got back on the QO? We'll release Dorian Finney-Smith. Mark Williams will be hurt to start off the year. He's going to miss the first 2 to 4 weeks of the season. All right, so it's going to be an 11-man rotation to start off the year. We're going to have Daron Sharp start at the 5. We're going to have Mo Bamba be the backup 5. So Salon, Green, Nick Smith Jr., and McNeely can all be kind of competing with each other on who wants to be the 6th man. Grant's really just here as a veteran, but if he becomes inefficient with his shot, he's going to be out of the rotation. And for now, Kobe Buffkin will not be in the rotation. Yeah, it's going to be Mo Bamba instead. So we could look to move Buffkin at the deadline if we wanted to. And then, yeah, this is going to be the starting 5. We're going to rely a lot on our 1 through 4. We'll see what they can do until Mark Williams gets back. And that is brutal. Ace Bailey tears his right meniscus. He's going to be out 8 to 10 weeks. But Mark Williams will be back as soon as Ace Bailey gets hurt. And the bench has been killing it this year. Tijon Salan's been efficient. Josh Green's been efficient. Nick Smith Jr.'s been efficient. Same with Liam McNeely and Grant Williams at times as well. Yeah, and I guess the athletic trio around LaMelo Ball is working out. We are currently 41-10. We are at the top of the Eastern Conference. We are riding that momentum from last year. We have an 18-point differential in the East, which is fun to see with this team. LaMelo Ball is averaging 11 assists. He doesn't need to be the dominant scorer throughout the regular season. He could turn it up a notch in the playoffs. Brandon Miller might be a 50-40-90 guy. He may be a 50-50-90 guy by the end of this. Ace Bailey's taking that year 2 jump. Jalen Johnson's been incredible as a stretch 4 and as a playmaker as well. Mark Williams, I think, is earning himself a pass through the trade deadline. I don't think I'm going to look to move him. Salon's been good off the bench. Same with McNeely, Smith. I did remove Grant Williams off the bench. So I think the one thing is, like, do I want to move Kobe Buffkin and Mo Bamba, or Kobe Buffkin and Daron Sharp to upgrade that spot. But I think I'm just going to keep this team until the end of the year. I think we're going to just probably lose Buffkin for nothing at the end of the year. I think we should work on an extension, with Josh Green, 3 years, $30 million. Let's get that done. And Grant Williams is a veteran. I'll bring him back for 2 years, $8 million to just be a mentor for Tidjane Salaam. And Luka just wins another MVP award. Cameron Boozer is your Rookie of the Year. Dylan Harper, 6th man. Wemby takes home Depoy. Nolan Troyer, most improved and clutch player of the year is Wembanyama. We get Coach of the Year, though. Year 3 of Charles Lee, 65 and 17. You know what? This team does have its foundation. LaMelo Ball, 11.1 assists, shot 41% from 3. And Ace Bailey, all defensive first team. So we got a top 5 defender in the league with that number 1 overall pick, or number 2, I'm sorry. Caleb Wilson, though, this guy beasting on the defensive end. He's also on all defensive first team as well. And we got Liam McNeely on all rookie second team since he didn't really play at all last year. And he was super efficient for us this year. We ended the season as the 1 seed. We're going to be taking on the Boston Celtics in round number 1. We have a chance to get revenge on them. And if we look at the league leaders in assists in the league, LaMelo Ball, number 1. So for the playoffs, I'm not sure if we're going to trim down the rotation, but the minutes are probably going to get reallocated. Probably just more to the starting 5. I like what Salon and McNeely and Smith did off the bench, but I just don't need to play that many wings when we want to play the starting 5 a decent amount of minutes, and obviously the top guys as well. And I need a backup big like Daron Sharp. So honestly, Mark Williams may just get like 30 minutes. We're going to go like 9 to Daron Sharp. Probably go a little bit less to Tidjane Salaam, maybe like 18 right there. I mean, Nick Smith Jr. and Liam McNeely were so efficient from 3 this year. So let's go 36 to LaMelo and Miller. I may honestly just go 37 to those 2 and let them carry us. So let's see what happens here. Round 1 against the Boston Celtics. We end up winning game number 1. Like I said, this would be revenge for them beating us last year. Double-doubles for LaMelo Ball and Mark Williams in the first game. And we take a 2-0 lead. Ace Bailey bounces back after a poor game 1 performance. Brandon Miller, great game 2. Same with LaMelo. Double-double. 17 and 17 for Mark Williams. And we take a 3-0 lead. We win by 19. LaMelo with a 28-point triple-double. Can we sweep them? Nope. Can we win in 5? Yes, we can. We end up, gentlemen, sweeping the Boston Celtics. We've lost in 7 games to them last year. Beat them in 5 this year. And in round number 1, it really was the LaMelo Ball and Brandon Miller show. 23.5 points from LaMelo and 13 assists and 5 rebounds and 24.5 points for Brandon Miller. Even Ace Bailey was great. Jalen Johnson was so efficient, and Mark Williams was a rebounding machine. So we're going up against Detroit. LaMelo not versus Cade. Oh my God, what is this backcourt? Why is it Cole Anthony and Kevin Porter Jr.? What happened to this team? Why don't they have Cade Cunningham? Oh, is he hurt? I forget injuries are on now. I'm like, did they let him walk? Cade got hurt. How did they beat Toronto without Cade? So Cade actually started this series. He played in games 1 and 2, played in game 3, played in game 4, but that's where he got hurt. So Cade Cunningham tore his right MCL. He's out for the playoffs. Oh, wow. This should make this kind of a Mickey Mouse playoff run for us. I mean, you're going to get these Mickey Mouse runs if injuries are on, as Solana's a good game number 1. Oh, there goes LaMelo for a game. Great. So we're going to match Cade Cunningham being out. We do go up 2-0, though, with Kobe Buffkin getting some minutes now. We end up taking a 2-0 lead. We take a 3-0 lead. No LaMelo, no problem. You know what, LaMelo, rest up. Just be healthy for the conference finals. Are we about to gentleman sweep our 2nd straight team, or are they forcing a game 6? LaMelo's back for game 5, good. And we end up winning game 5. So we gentlemen sweep the Detroit Pistons. LaMelo Ball will be fully healthy for the conference finals. Ace Bailey is a bruised sternum, but he will be healthy for the finals. And we're going to be going up against the New York Knicks in the ECF. In round number 2, Brandon Miller was our leading scorer. Not as dominant of a performance, I feel like, in that 5-game win, but still a good one nonetheless. Taking on the New York Knicks here in the conference finals, they still have most of the Nova Knicks. Yeah, they got all of them actually still. For some reason, they're starting Ulrich Chomsky. That's how bad it's gone for them at the center position. They do have Nick Richards, though. Former Charlotte Hornet. That's a guy they've been rumored to in real life, but they probably don't want to part ways with Miles McBride. We win game number 1. We win game number 2. We lose game number 3, but we win game number 4 to take a 3-1 lead. And the Charlotte Hornets are 1 game away from the NBA Finals. And for the 3rd straight series, we win in 5. J-Dub drops 31 against the Nuggets in the Western Conference Finals. LaMelo drops a double-double. The Thunder are 12-1 in the playoffs. We're 12-3. The Thunder have lost 1 game. Damn. Brandon Miller was fantastic in the conference finals, so this is our toughest test by far. Oh, they don't have Shea. Is Shea hurt? Oh my God, this is really Mickey Mousey. So Shea actually broke his right wrist. He's day-to-day, but did he not play at all in the playoffs? Wow, they went 12-1 with no Shea. So we have to win the games that Shea isn't playing. Game 1 goes to the Hornets. That was must win. Ace Bailey with 32. LaMelo with 23. Shea is still hurt. We ended up winning by 28. We take a 2-0 lead. Shea, what did he play in this game? He did. His first game back, he shoots 5 for 14. We blow them out. 20 for Ace Bailey, a double-double for Mark Williams and LaMelo Ball. Game 3 goes to the Hornets. All right, we beat them by 2, so Shea's getting back into the swing of things. Maybe it's ruining their momentum and their mojo right now as we're up 3-0. Let's just not blow a 3-0 lead, and we could win the NBA Finals in what would be the year 2027. Come on, just make it a close one. Make it a close one. Down by 2, down by 8. Oh, man, we really did not perform well here at the end of this fourth quarter. We're going to lose this one. We end up losing 115-108. Okay, it's just like I'm fine with that happening against some of these teams, but the Thunder, no, I can't afford to risk it, man. They are so good, and they can easily make it a 3-3 series, and it looks like it's going to be 3 games to 2. Yep, we are going to get blown out in game number 5. We actually made it somewhat of a fight towards the end in a close one, but we ended up losing by 8. And Brandon Miller, see, this is why we can't, oh my God, Brandon Miller, a left finger hairline fracture. He's done. And he's somebody that could have won Finals MVP as well. So what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to insert Jalen Johnson to the 3, and then we're going to do T-John Salon at the 4. But we're really going to play a ton of Liam McNeely as the full-on 6th man. I think McNeely, just because of his elite shooting ability, is going to get like 23 minutes a night. Let's go 27 to Salon. For the final games, let's go like 35 to Mark Will, 35 to Jalen Johnson, 37 to Ace Bailey, and then 39 to LaMelo Ball. Oh my God, are we going to choke a 3-0 lead in the NBA Finals? We are without our second best player. All right, can we win this on the road in OKC? We get off to a very good start, outscore them by 13 in the first quarter. We have a good first half. I'll take it, but we're only up by 6 right now, and immediately they're up by 7. Oh God, we're going to a game 7, aren't we? This is not what I needed. This is not what I needed whatsoever. We're down by 7. Can we make this somewhat of a fight towards the end, please? All right, there we go. We're tied 112 apiece. 4.5 minutes to go. Oh, Ace Bailey 3 off the inbound. Bang! Ace Bailey knocks that down. It wasn't pretty, but it goes in. We're up by 3. So they got Nikola Topic in. LaMelo Ball's got 30 points. Hey, I like the perimeter defense we have. I mean, even Lee McNeely has all right ratings. Nikola Topic doing a step back jumper. Okay. Hardenstein almost tipped that in. Kick it to LaMelo. So Shea is guarding LaMelo Ball. This is in a very good matchup here. Okay, Mark Williams guarded by Shea. Come on, post them up, Mark. Post them up. Let's see what you can do offensively. Get over him. Dunk that on his head. Let's go up by 5. Jalen Johnson's got 21 points in this game as well. I just love the athleticism from him. But now he's playing the small forward position. LaMelo Ball. Oh, wow. That's going to be a foul on Mark Williams. That's his 4th. LaMelo Ball's going to get to the rim. Throw that down. There we go. LaMelo's got 32 and 9. Back up by 5. We cannot afford them to win this. And Shea's going to get to the rim. It's brutal. LaMelo, kick that out to Salon. There we go, T-John Salon. I mean, that was great defense by Caruso, but Mark Williams is, how do you blow that? Nobody contested it. What the hell are you doing, Mark Williams? No. Oh my God, Shea. Okay, good contest, and he hits it. Oh my God. How does Mark Williams miss that? I'm at a loss for words right now. I'm actually speechless. Salon, drive, out to Ace Bailey. Come on, you already hit 1 3, hit another. Ace Bailey, bang, knocks down another clutch fourth quarter 3. But Shea is literally the toughest person to guard in this game. He goes right at me, man. He's got 40 points tonight, 14 of them being in the paint. T-John Salon's going to throw that down. Back up by 4. Our offense has been so good. LaMelo just picked up his 10th assist. He has a 30-point double-double here. 2 minutes to go. Can we clamp up Shea? It is so tough, and I think LaMelo can be such an elite defender if he buys in on that end of the floor. Let's hedge this. Let's hedge this. No threes. Shea gets to the rim. Okay, LaMelo with the contested. He misses. Oh, that's huge. Ace Bailey finds Salon cutting. That's the skill set of him. Oh, he's such a good slasher. Great rebound from Ace Bailey. Oh my God, I almost threw that away. Oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God. Okay, I should have took a shot there. I did not think Shea was going to come and jump. This has been a crazy possession. Find Mark Williams. Dude, why did you throw that right at LaMelo Ball? Shea's driving. If he was smart, he would probably kick it out to J-Dub. 2-point game. All right, that last possession was a nightmare. I don't even know what just happened. Salon, though, just a perfect pick and pop partner with LaMelo Ball because they got to be alert out there on the perimeter, and then Salon rolls to the rim. The pick and roll with LaMelo Ball is a cheat code, but it's pretty much pick and roll for us, Shea isolation, and it's just going back and forth at this point. Oh my God, he's so good. He's going to hit that. Okay, he actually missed that. And LaMelo gets the rebound over Hardenstein. That's what makes him so effective. Pull up 3. That is so ballsy. Oh my God, I don't know why I did that. I should have wasted time. That was so stupid, but it was a wide open look. Caruso driving, gets blocked from behind by Ace Bailey. Oh my God, what was Caruso doing there? They're sending the double on LaMelo. Oh my God, can somebody come to the ball? Jeez. It's just letting me out to dry out there. Ugh, where they're gonna score. Isaiah Stewart. Oh my god, no. Shea is wide open. Oh boy, it's a 1-point game. LaMelo, kick that out too. Oh, Jalen Johnson. No, that's not what I wanted, but Jalen Johnson hits it. I don't know why I thought that was Ace Bailey. Jalen Johnson puts us up by 4. What a find from LaMelo Ball. What a clutch shot by Double J. Double J. Who needs a Triple J? Oh, give me that steal. Oh my god, it goes right to J-Dub. He misses that. Caruso can't get it. And it looks like we're going to win. LaMelo Ball and the Charlotte Hornets are going to win the NBA Finals in 6 games with no Brandon Miller. Oh man, what an electric finish. That was actually insane. And we win on the Thunder's home floor. And the Finals MVP will be LaMelo Ball. That was a super fun rebuild. I hope you guys did enjoy. We kept some OG Hornets, including LaMelo Ball, Brandon Miller, Mark Williams, Josh Green, Nick Smith Jr., T.Jon Salon, Grant Williams. Hey, that's 7 of them, and 8 if you include KJ Simpson. So hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, I'd appreciate it if you dropped a thumbs up. It was nice to not have to play the Thunder until the NBA Finals and do an Eastern Conference rebuild for once. So yeah, thank you guys all for watching. Let me know in the comments which team we should rebuild next. I love you guys, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.